So I'm just gonna give you a salute for the next slide from now on. Is that cool? Yeah. All right. So my name is DJ Helsing. Holy cow! What's this? I guess they have a glitch in the system. It's a pink box. What is up with that? Now, what usually happens on the site? What usually happens on the site when there's a pink box? You get some free stuff. Now, please, there's one rule I have to do. Please stay, you can stand up and stay in your seats, don't run around. I got some free stuff to give out. So who wants some free stuff? That's why I'm just keep the mic on because I'm really... Alright, so as you guys know, every month we release a monthly collectible. And that's one of the biggest, one of the most important things that are on Gaia. Boy, I'm out of breath, wow. I gotta work out some more. Alright, but yeah, I mean, every single month our creative team gets together and they come up with the different themes that they want to use for this next month's monthly collectibles. How many of you guys got the Samurai monthly collectible? I'm just going to go through some concept art here from our creative team. Just some background info for you guys. Every month, our whole creative team gathers together, and they all just talk amongst each other, discuss about all the different items that they've seen requested on the site. They, they talk about the different items, the different themes, and then they put it to a vote, and they try to figure out what theme that they want those items to be for that upcoming month. Once they all get together, they decide on 2 or 3 themes. Then they all go off and they break off by themselves, and they start doing some concept sketches and drawings, and then they all meet up again, about a week later, and they look at all those concepts, and they try to decide which of those items, which of those concepts that they actually want to create for that next month's monthly collectible. Wow, am I out of breath or what? Dang. Okay, I'm alright. Alright, so yeah, so let's go ahead and here's some screenshots from our Samurai monthly collectible. I mean, as you can see, our creative team puts a lot of time and effort into this. This is actually one of many items that were requested by you guys, the users, in a petition. Every month when the creative team gets together, they always look at all the different petitions that are up on the site, and they definitely give, 99% of the items that they make, thank you, are from petitions. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide. And as you can see, there's all sorts of different ideas that go into those different themes. Not all of them make it into actually becoming a monthly collectible, but many of them do. As you can see with the tally marks, that's one of many ways that the creative team votes. So once they all gather together, they put down the different concept arts that they like, they all vote and figure out what the actual item is going to be. So let's go ahead and see the next slide. This is actually one of my favorite because one of the cool things about this particular concept drawing is the fact that they actually put some arrows and they describe the actual different parts of the items. If any of you guys have been to other conventions, I usually go through concept art from a number of different monthly collectibles. But this is actually the first time that I've ever had one where there's actually some text and some background behind the actual creation of that item. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide. Next slide. And we get the creative team gets their ideas and concepts from a number of different outside sources, whether it be video games, movies, classic traditional Japanese armor. I mean, as you guys imagine, what you actually see as the final product, there's tons of different ideas and concepts that all go behind this. Next. I like that shield with the arrows myself, but it didn't make it. Next. 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 All right, we got more free stuff. All right, next slide. once again, like I said before, the creative team puts together different concepts and different ideas and items that they want to have made and that they've heard users request. Here's just a few from Wonderland. I like the potion at the bottom center. That's one of my favorites.
Eat me.
Next. Next.
No!
Next. Next. As you can see with these different concept drawings, some of them are in color, some are in black and white, depending on the different artists. I mean, as you can see, a lot of the different items and concepts you see might have a specific tone or definition to them. And you know, those are all different because of the different artists that create those concepts and all the different ideas that go behind it. Next. I don't get this one. I don't get that. Next. Next. What do you guys think of that one? Next.
I'm wearing that one!
You're wearing that one, yeah. Next. I like the flying cards. Kind of reminds me of Gambit from X-Men, you know? It's too bad I didn't make it, but it's all good. Alright, next.
Maybe we could do an
Next.
X-Men thing, not the collectible.
Oh, sorry. Alright, next. Oh, more free stuff! Don't worry, I got more free stuff in a few. Alright, next slide. How many of you guys want a new Gaia game? Yes, that's right. We have another game coming out really shortly, which is Gaia Pinball. Here's some special screenshots of that game. For those of you who didn't know, last weekend at, hold on, brain fart, let me think. Anime Boston, yes. I announced that Gaia Pinball is going to be coming out soon. And I specifically mentioned a certain date range. Unfortunately, it has been pushed back like a week. But how many of you guys actually heard about when it's supposed to come out? Alright, a couple of you. Well, you know, as of right now, we're shooting at about 2 months. You guys don't seem too enthusiastic. Well, what if it came out in 1 month? What if it came out in 3 weeks? Alright, how about 2 weeks? But unfortunately, it's not going to be coming out in 2 weeks. It's coming out next week. Now, mind you, that's what I said last weekend, so it's past week. But one of the developers was on vacation, so it just went to the beta testers like on Thursday, I think. So, hopefully, if everything works out, it'll come out this week. Go over these screenshots, talk about some of the small, specific, cool parts of this game. As with traditional pinballs, when you're playing at the arcade, you can always, you know, bump the table, kick it, move it around a little bit. In Gaia Pinball, you can do that. You can cheat, you can bump that table and move that ball some. And yeah, tilt, exactly. In Gaia Pinball, well, I'm just going to go over some of the basics. I mean, if you look in the top left, we have a lake with different types of fish. And by hitting those different fish, you get points. Once you've knocked out all the fish, you can get the ball into the fishing shack and upgrade your bait, which upgrades your fish. The higher the level of fish, the more points you get. And you can keep upgrading and upgrading and upgrading it. I'm not sure how many times you can, but you can keep upgrading it. You got some grunnies on both of the top pictures. You got a grunny on the right-hand side of the table there. You can hit some grunnies for some points.